I said, once you get the nest box, everything else, I mean, it's gonna be fine. Welcome back to Square County Homestead. Today we're going to try to show you how we hang these cages. We've got the other one in the other room. What we've done, we've moved all of our rabbits into this fine establishment here that we've got built. But so we moved these mamas and the babies. This is their temporary setup. Theirs is in the back. We're going to bring it out. We're going to install it right here. And we're going to show you the different ways we do it. So here's these mama's pens here. So we just use baling wire on these, okay? We just come down. Basically, I went to the corner, up to an eye hook, did that on both corners. There, eye hook. And actually I run my watering tubing through these eye hooks also. But then I come here, this would be our center cage. There's our hay feeder, and when we used to use water bottles, we run another piece of baling wire to another eye hook. We did that twice. So that's the old way we've done it. We changed it up a little bit this year. So we'll explain how we hang these other cages. Okay, so what we have to do, and these cages are 6 foot long. We've got to come back, as we got a 2x6 here, and I actually had took this 2x6 down earlier. We're gonna cut it to length. That'll be where the top of our cage goes. Then we're gonna put a bottom brace, it's just 2x4. And the reason being, you can see, right there, that's gonna rest up here at the top. It's going to rest against that and rest against this. We're going to take these little clasps, they just screw on, screw off, and connect here. The reason why we do this, we could just easily take this apart if needed to be, or you could just unscrew this screw, do about the same thing. Okay, so we put our 2x6 up here, and we put our 2x4. Now you notice I'm under this one. Reason being, this is only a 16-inch cage. These are actually built for our smaller rabbits, but it was just temporary for a couple hours for these New Zealanders to be in here. So the other cage we have is taller, okay? So that's gonna hit the bottom of our cage right there. So this is just our little 1/8 inch clasp. This hook up to our chain. You see it says 220 pounds. These cages ain't nowhere near that. And this is just a little chain we're using. So number 3, this is 15 foot. That's usually gonna be plenty for at least one cage. I think we've done 2 or 3 with this 15 foot. So we put a little clasp on the little chain here. And the way I do it, I usually put this clasp about halfway to the top of this 2x4. And we just took a screw or screw it off. We can always adjust this if we need to. We'll do this on both ends. So it makes it easier if you just let the bottom rest on that, on the end, go to that 2x4. And then we can put your clasp in the corner. We'll do both ends. And all we did, we measured 6 foot from this one over to that one. And what I forgot to tell you, whenever we're leveling, make sure you level this away, okay? We level that away, get that hung, and then I actually put this on the bottom, on the actual floor. Then like I showed you, you'll actually level it this away. Okay, so we got both of the corners done, and I got to cut the excess chain off And actually you can cut that chain off with with just these right here. Not too hard. So now, since we just got the corners, you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but it's not level, which is what's going to be expected. So on this one, now this one, we've got space for the hay feeder, or we put hay in there for them. Put a clasp in the middle. Clasp in the middle. So now we're going to run chain from these right up to these joists. Now if you don't have joist, you can always run your 2x4 over the top and come off with it. Okay, so we went ahead, hooked us a length of chain. That was just the end of what we had right there. That's actually a new box of chain. All right, so we're gonna go right up to this joist up here. Now you see how unlevel this thing is and how much we have to try to come up. But when you go to hook this, hook it a little bit uphill, because once you get the weight of the rabbits, it'll go down just a little bit. Okay, so we got that. I gotta cut this slack off. We can leave it up there, who cares? Same thing, but I got a lot of slack. So I cut that off, and as you can see, we are barely just touching the line on the level. All right, so once you get the nest box, everything else, I mean, it's gonna be fine. So we got them hung, or this set hung. Got everybody back in their original place. Everybody's happy. Now the only thing we gotta come back. We gotta put our poop catchers in and automatic water. We're gonna rerun that and kind of redesign what our original design was. So maybe we'll do videos on that also. This is the way we done another cage here. This is the only one we done like this. Same thing, put it in the corners. But I come to this middle section, the same deal here, same chain. Went to this backboard. Okay, now it's the same as these cages down through here, but I'm gonna show you something. It is not quite as sturdy when you do it this way. I mean, it works fine, it's gonna work fine. I mean, actually, I'm gonna actually hang this one like I did these other ones up to the joist up here. But I just wanted to show you that this is a little wobbly, not much. To where this one, no wobble, no give. So, as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Any attaboys, criticisms, comments, maybe you got a different idea, let us know in the comment section. And we appreciate you watching.